So I'm about halfway through my freshman season, and I've been presented with a lot of ups and downs. And this week right now, I'm feeling a lot of downs. Let me tell you why. On the field wise, I've been doing pretty good. I'm the starting halfback, and I have the approval of the coaching staff right now. But on the other hand, we're sitting at 3-4, which isn't the greatest record. On top of that, I've been putting so much time and effort into being this great football player that I forgot the other aspects of life, like social life and other hobbies. I don't even have friends outside of the football team, and that's really frustrating to me because my roommate kind of made his own friends. Because while I was out here working out and trying to be this great football player, he decided to go out and make friends of his own. And now I sit in the dorm by myself, not even knowing what to do. So it's been tough on top of that because the one person that you would think I'd be able to talk to, I can't even really talk to. Um, our roommate situation is very weird and awkward. It seems like we kind of just ignore each other. So I'm coming into this game against Kent State kind of feeling a little depressed. I wasn't really myself, wasn't reading the blocks the way I usually do, and it showed. You could tell there was something off about me, giving up sacks, and it was just a mess. And I know what some of y'all may be thinking, every freshman, everybody in general has personal things going on in their lives. You can't let that hinder your performance. But I must say it's been real difficult because this is something I've never dealt with before. I've never dealt with being alone. I've always had friends in high school, and I always knew how to talk to people. It just seems like I'm a different person right now. And I don't want to say football's doing that to me, but this is just a different atmosphere and a real big culture shock for me. But on the sideline after that horrible first possession, our coach talked to the offense, and he gave us some great motivation. So much good motivation, we came out with a different pop that next possession because we were able to break off a 36-yard touchdown, and I was able to score the longest run in my college career. In this moment, I felt like myself again, just able to let loose. And I think my teammates could tell too, because they know I've been having a rough couple days. So just to see them celebrate with me and everyone get happy is definitely something needed. Coach kept feeding me the rock as he should, but it just didn't seem like things were working. We were missing our blocks still, and we were just looking real sloppy. And that was really frustrating. Granted, I wasn't as frustrated as my personal life, and I was really locked in on this game, but I really just felt like I couldn't do much. I just felt like the defense that Kent State had everything figured out. And it also felt like each time we came off the field, Kent State was getting some type of points on the board. But I still had that momentum from that touchdown run. I was really locked in, and it just felt like my teammates weren't. I didn't know what to do, and it was really frustrating. So I tried to pop up this big play to kind of get everybody hyped and everybody going, and no one even really helped me up. I'm like, how did we switch that quick? I was just so confused. We came off the field again, and of course, Kent State put more points on the board. And on top of that, our quarterback, Johnson, threw a pick. Now I'm frustrated again because it's like, do you guys not see the work that I'm trying to put in to bring us back into this game? And it was hard. Here on second down and long, Johnson hikes the football and gives me the ball, and I'm able to punch up field and get another 3 yards. And it's just like, what do I do? When I went to the sideline, I asked my running back coach, and he said, we'll try the passing game instead. And it actually worked. I caught the ball and had a big gain, and I think that was what we needed to do. But our momentum just couldn't stick with us here in the fourth quarter. Same score, 7-22, and we're still running the ball. So on 3rd and 12, our quarterback drops back, and he gets hit as he throws. Even though I'm feeling real hopeless right now, and I can see it on my teammates' faces, I was not going to give up this game. Giving up is not in my blood. Let's just be honest. I started in this position as the 3rd string halfback, and now I'm the 1st string. You don't get that by just giving up. And so I just kept giving that energy that this team needed late in the 4th, busting off this big 8-yard rush here. And then my coach takes me out. I mean, that's obviously coach's decision. And he quickly threw me back in, and I get a nice long play here and almost score a touchdown. I'm not quitting, and I hope this is rubbing off on my teammates as I get taken out again. We were able to score a touchdown, and we actually can tie this game. This is why you don't quit football games. I get another catch up the middle of the field for a 15-yard gain. And on top of that, trying to get a route here, and our quarterback throws a dime across the middle of the field in the seams. Now it's looking like we have the momentum that we need with 36 seconds left on the clock in the fourth quarter. I run a route across the middle of the field, and I'm able to bust in for a touchdown. And now we could tie this ball game up in the fourth quarter. This plays for all the marbles here to take it into overtime. And I'm going to be honest, I was so nervous on this play. The quarterback gave it to me again because I was the hot hand and we came up short. That play felt like a shot in the chest. And all that stuff I was feeling in the beginning of this game and this week was beginning to creep back into my mind again. While I was in the locker room being real hard on myself, my teammates came up to me and was like, Tashar, you did a great job. And don't be too hard on yourselves. Even though we lost, Coach went over the box score, and I had 17 carries for 91 yards and a rushing touchdown and a passing touchdown. Seeing those numbers just made me shake it off and get ready for next week. I then got my test results later that week, and I did not do too good. On top of that, though, on a good note, I did win MAC Player of the Week, which is a big accomplishment. But after receiving all this information, the running back coach wanted to meet me in his office.
Hey, McCray, I'm sure you are wondering why I brought you in here. But first things first, I want to congratulate you on MAC Player of the Week honors.
Oh, wow. Well, thanks, Coach. It's just great execution all around by everybody.
Absolutely. We also got your test scores. This is not you and the coaching staff, and I know you are a great student. We also noticed you have seemed a little more reserved. Is there something going on?
As reluctant as I am to say this, Coach, I've not been feeling myself lately. I've recently just been feeling alone. I haven't really been able to make friends outside the football team, and when they're all busy doing stuff, it's hard for me to have a social life. And I think part of it is because I just was so focused on getting playing time that I didn't focus on other aspects. And I also don't have the greatest relationship with my roommate, Caleb. So that's where I'm at right now, Coach.
I understand that it can be hard balancing things when being a freshman. It can sometimes feel overwhelming. I encourage you to slow down and relax and make friends. It's also hard because Caleb is in the quarterback room, so his schedule is a little different. But I encourage you to talk to him when you see him again in your dorm or wherever.
You're right, Coach. We can't ignore each other forever. That's just going to be an unhealthy situation. So I'm definitely going to do that when I see him again. Thanks, Coach. I really appreciate it. And thanks for not being hard on me and understanding where I'm at right now.
No problem. Now let's get out there and get a win.
Sounds good, Coach. See you later. Leaving Coach's office, I felt like a different person. I felt a lot better about everything. And it was well needed. He gave me some good advice on managing time and doing things the right way. And I actually built up the courage to talk to my roommate, Caleb Osborne. He's the third string quarterback right now, so he usually gets a little bit more work after practice. I let him settle in the dorm a bit, and then I just talked to him and said, hey, dude, I know we haven't really been talking much, and I just want to change that. He felt the exact same way, and that was a sigh of relief. So playing Western Michigan, I already had a better mindset coming in than I did last week against Kent State. And I was on fire from the jump, getting big plays, moving the chains, and our offense just looked really good. On first down and 10 here, I go in motion, and I hold on to this crazy catch in traffic. I feel like I'm slowly turning into our quarterback's favorite option. Here on second down and 10, I'm able to follow my blocks and get a 9-yard rush to almost move the chains for a first down. After that, the coach took me out for a little breather, and they was just telling me, you're doing great, and you're working hard, and this is what the offense needs. Here on 3rd and 12, the QB makes a big play to keep the drive going, and now we're in the goal line, trying to push it in. I get the ball in 1st and goal, and I get pushed, and I fall over some guys to get tackled short of the touchdown. Our offense ended up scoring out of that. I was kind of bummed out that it wasn't me, but I'm not here to be selfish. I was on first down, I get a carry again for another 5 yards. Just moving and grooving down the field, I'm feeling great. But here on 3rd and 6, the QB gives me the ball in motion, and I'm able to make another big run to keep this drive going. So we ended up getting 3 out of that last drive, and I'm here on 1st and 10, and I get a handoff going right, and I cut up the field for about 3 yards. I became like a main option, but man, that takes a lot out of you. And the quarterback was able to find a dime across the middle, and he keeps running for more yardage. The toll of a starting running back is beginning to hit me, as here in 2nd and inches, I run the ball, and it was a flag on this play, but I got hit really bad by 4 defenders. I was really frustrated because I took a big hit on that play just for it all to come back. But we're a team, and I didn't get mad at them. Here on 3rd down and 2, I go on the flat, and I just try to run out of bounds but still get tackled. And these hits are just accumulating, and it's really hurting me. But as a football player, we have the notion that we have to push through injuries, and I definitely didn't want the other team to know I was hurt either. But luckily, Coach took me out. We were able to get a touchdown on that drive, and we just kept moving the ball once we got it again. We gave up a sack on the 2nd down and 3, which put us in a tough position. And on this 3rd and 10, I had the mindset that I was going to make a play. So I came out the backfield and caught the ball across the middle, made a man miss, and got about 15 yards on the play to keep the drive moving. I got taken out, but it's 3rd and 5, and I get the ball again as soon as I come back in to make another big play to keep the drive moving. And at this point, we know we're one step closer to putting this game away. We ended up getting the field goal, and now we're up 10 points, and we have the ball back with 1:48. Now it's time for me to try to run out the clock. But Western Michigan was sitting on that, so we ended up giving them the ball back. And then we ended up getting a stop on defense, and we ended up just taking a knee and getting out of here 23-13. This was a well-needed win. We're able to keep our bowl hopes alive, but also just despite everything that was happening to me these last couple weeks, it feels good to see everything fall back into place, but the job's not finished. We still have to get at least above 500 to have a chance at a bowl game, so we still have a long road ahead of us. But we got fighters on this team, and we up for the challenge.